Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Life, and I'm back today with my What I've Been Warming video. It's been 2 weeks since I did my last one. I know I'm getting inconsistent, but it's the holidays. Things are fastly approaching, and I'm not even done Christmas shopping. So much stuff has like popped up. I have cheer holiday party. We still have cheer practice until Monday. I also have a best friend's brunch on Christmas Eve morning that I have got to prepare for. There's just so much stuff. But I wanted to at least get this filmed because it is the last day of school before holiday break. It is a half a day today, so limited time here. But I did get through some things the past couple of weeks. So as always, I will go into Scentsy first, and then I will talk about vendor. I only did one vendor besides Scentsy this week, so all right. So for non-wax Scentsy products, I did, if I can get it out of here, I did finish up 2 of the large cotton cleanups. I find that 2 weeks is usually how long it takes me to get through one 25 pack. This one was almost finished last time I filmed my What I've Been Warming. I only had like maybe 3 or 4 cotton pads left, so that's why there's 2 bags. But I did finish that up. Also, we did finish up in my son's room the Polar Bear Hug Pods. He does have a fan diffuser system in his room. These, I still stand behind. These are a long performing pod. If you're looking for a pod fragrance for the winter that you can just set it and forget it and it's going to go and go and go, I would highly recommend Polar Bear Hug. This lasted well over 2 weeks, and he did shut off his warmers periodically, so it wasn't like the thing was running 24/7. But over 2 weeks for $10, I mean, that's pretty good. And right now we switched it out with cinnamon pine cones, which it is, why is it not focusing? This one's still going. You can still smell it. It's still very strong, like a 7 out of 10 to his room. But it's been going for a full week and it's still going. So if you like a strong performing pod, I would definitely recommend the cinnamon pine cones, which is in our catalog, because this one is really fantastic. And it literally smells like quintessential holidays, the cinnamon pine cones, the cinnamon brooms, walking into Christmas tree shop, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, all of those stores. So we got through those. I did wrap up a scent circle in candied cranberry pecan. Had this in my butler's pantry. It did really well. It was very strong like the first like 5 days that I was in there, and then it was dipped down to like a 2, 3. I could kind of smell it when I walked in there if I like wafted by in air, like, you know, made the scent circle swing. But I mean, you can still smell it on here, but it's just not scenting the space anymore. I haven't changed it out yet, but I did go through that. And then I did have to switch out my bathroom warmer, the bulb one. So I switched it for the, there we go. Come on, focus. The 25 watt red light bulb. So, all right, I think that's it for non-wax. Yes, it is. All right, so we will go ahead and share with you what I went through. So I definitely finished up whipped frosting. This is from the Sugared Chalet collection. This by far is one of my top bakeries for 2024. They knocked it out of the park, Scentsy did, with this fragrance. It is literally Happy Birthday 2.0. It is better than Cutie Pie Cupcake. It is the most delicious, decadent Pillsbury buttercream vanilla frosting. Like, I like this a lot better than vanilla bean buttercream, so I'm definitely clubbing this. I already picked up a 6-pack so I can get well stocked. So I did enjoy this, and it's a powerhouse, let me tell you. I also finished up the Goody Gumdrop, which was from that same collection. If I can get it to focus, there we go. It was from the same collection. This one, it was a little bit disappointing, a little bit underwhelming. I was really expecting a more spicy, strong performing gumdrop scent. It definitely smells like gumdrops, but it's like a diluted version of like Cinnamon Bear and Christmas Cottage. So I think I'd rather just warm Christmas Cottage, but it was enjoyable while I had it. Winterberry Apple Tea. So I warmed 1 cube of this in my office. Some lady walked by and she was like, it smells like cigars. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is my favorite. This will be clubbed at the end of the catalog season. I cannot go fall and winter without Winterberry Apple Tea. It is just such a comfy, cozy, happy fragrance. It's got cranberry, it has apple, it has honey, and it has black tea notes. It is a strong performer. Absolutely love it. Every time I warm it, will continue to warm that throughout the rest of the season. Sweet Orange and Evergreen. This was a scent of the month back in 2022. And I love this scent. I do have it clubbed. I had it clubbed for both me and my mother, but I cut mine out only because I had a plethora of like Christmas tree scents in my stash. And I'm like, I really don't need it. And we can alternate, you know, when I get my clubs. But this one, it's really, really nice. I love the orange that's in here. The Evergreen is very fresh and bright and sweet. It reminds me of those scratch and sniff pages that were in a particular Christmas book that I remember having as a kid. There was like a page for Christmas tree and a page for orange. Like that's what this smells like. So definitely enjoyed that one. We also warmed my absolute favorite Christmas tree of all time, Black Forest Pine. This was also a scent of the month. Never returned. This one is so different from any other Christmas tree scent that Scentsy's done. It's got complexity. It has depth. It's got some love to this thing. There's like black walnut, pepper tangerine, smoked vanilla, balsam, fir. It is just a sexy Christmas tree. That's what this is. And it's such a good performer. I love mixing this with Cozy Kitchen. So if you have any Black Forest Pine in your stash, because this has been available in quite a different like mystery bundles and flash sales, grab yourself some Cozy Kitchen on January 1st when Bring Back My Bar returns, because 1-to-1 same warmer, it's a delightful mix. All right. I also warmed some Palo Santo and cinnamon. If I can get that to focus. I absolutely love this fragrance. Thank you, Veronica, for gifting me this bar. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I had it in my club and I kicked it out like a moron. It's different. It's not the Palo Santo, the dirty one that from Scentsy that everyone hates. This one is nice. The cinnamon is very like sweet and airy and like silky. Oh, it's just so good. I love this so much. Wish they'll bring it back, but who knows. Okay, another one that I did was Best in Snow. If I can get that to focus. There we go. So Best in Snow was like one of like the snowy, airy, cool air scents that Scentsy had come out with. There was like a couple of years in a row they were just like knocking them out of the park. There was Best in Snow, Sleigh All Day, Snow Place Like Home, I'm Snow Over It. They just kept releasing them and releasing them and releasing them. And then they never stuck to catalog. I think they were only featured like maybe once or twice, and then they got rid of them. So Best in Snow, I really enjoyed this one. This is not as minty. It's more fresh and woodsy, cool winter air. Yeah, and it doesn't really have a lot of tree notes or a lot of mint. So if those are two things that kind of scare you when it comes to like cool air scents, I wouldn't, you know, pass this bar up because it's not strong on any of those notes. But it was enjoyable, and I'm now completely out of it, so I'm fine with that. I mean, if it was in flash sale or something, I'd probably pick it up. Evergreen and Grapefruit. We need to get this one voted back, you guys. So this was in a Harvest collection. I believe it was the same Harvest collection that had, or maybe it was a holiday collection, either or. It had hazelnut frosting and brown sugar praline. I would have clubbed all three of those if I knew club was a thing back in 2019, but I didn't. Evergreen and Grapefruit, though, I love it. I love citrus. Everyone knows I love citrus. I love tree. So when you combine those two together, it is perfection for me. The Grapefruit is is stronger than the Evergreen notes in this bar. And I think that's why it was such a nice cleaning fragrance. They had this in counter clean and in dish soap at one point. I stocked up during a flash sale and I like went through it like crazy, but this scent does need to come back. I would club that for sure. All right, so we did a mix, alternating warmers throughout the whole house one day. Christmas cookie, which is the scent of the month for November, with gingerbread cheesecake, which was a Whiff Box exclusive fragrance that you can still club at this point. I don't know if the ability to club gingerbread cheesecake is going to go away at the end of December. Also with the sugar chalet bars, I'm not sure. There's been no notification, no announcement regarding it. So I would say, just to be on the safe side, because there's so much stuff leaving at the end of the month, just go ahead and club those fragrances from those two collections if you would like to. That way, just in case they do go away January 1st, then you're not kicking yourself. But this was a very lovely mix. They played each other very nicely. The creaminess that's in the gingerbread cheesecake kind of cut down that weird, like, tree note that's in Christmas cookie. But both together they kind of brought out the best in each other. Now, is it a favorite? Like, am I going to club these just so I can do the mix over and over again? No. But it was enjoyable to have. I prefer gingerbread hugs from the Sugar Chalet collection and gingerbread pecan waffles from the catalog. So those will be the two gingerbread scents that I will be clubbing. But these are enjoyable. I think all the gingerbread scents besides ginger cookie crunch were decent bars. Ginger cookie crunch, I didn't get any cookie. I didn't get any gingerbread. It was just more of like a ginger flavored toffee, like brittle. So, but this mix was very nice. So if you've got any, you want to stretch it out, do alternating warmers, and it was a pleasant mix. Maple rum cake. So this is in my club. This was in a holiday collection a couple years back. This one, a lot of people did not give it a shot because on cold, it does smell like stale cigarettes, stale ashtray. Like, I don't know. It's like got a stale dustiness to it that makes it seem like it's like leaning towards ashtray or cigarettes. But when you put this in the warmer, it develops into a beautiful soaked maple rum cake. It is so strong, so strong. You only need a few cubes and it's going to fill your whole space. Every time I warm this, it like reclaims its spot in my club because I always think, well, I'll just, remove it. I don't need it, but yeah, I do. So that was nice. I don't have any left. This was the only one I got last year, as I only had my club come out once in 2024. So this was the only bar I received. I saved it just for winter, and I am good to go. Cozy Chai. Been working on my Cozy Chai. I'm hoping that we can get this back and bring back my bar just so I can get fresher bars because these are so old. They're flat bottom. They're like, the clamshell itself is getting like that stained and it's kind of losing some of its potency. This bar wasn't as strong as I normally remember Cozy Chai being, but this reminds me of a Dunkin' Donuts chai latte. It's very simple, nothing really complex to it. It's just a nice chai scent. Sugarplum Berry. I finally did kick this out of my club. This was in a Scent of the Seasons collection last year or the year before. No, it was last year. And I liked it. It reminded me more of Spice Gumdrops than Goody Gumdrop. And it's a nice like berry, orange, spicy holiday. It's got that same holiday spice that Scentsy puts like in everything. So because it's got that familiar note, I didn't really need to club it or keep it clubbed because it wasn't as unique as like other scents. And to be honest, the Wrapped in Lights bar that's in the Holiday Bricks, I actually like that a lot better than the Sugarplum Berry and Homestead Holiday. So because of that, that's why this got the boot. But I did enjoy the one bar that I kept. So there you have it. Jeweled Pomegranate. I picked up quite a few of these during a flash sale a couple months back. This was really nice, you guys. It was just a beautiful, dark pomegranate. It almost kind of read like a wine, almost like a mulberry. It was really nice. It was a nice background scent. It wasn't really a boomer. It wasn't too light. It was just medium performer. But I do enjoy this one, and I'm glad I have a couple more. So I've got a, you know, couple years anyway to warm Jeweled Pomegranate. All right, so these bars I did the other day, and I did some rooms had Marshmallow Mint Cocoa. If I can get it to focus, come on. There we go. And then other rooms had Brownie Batter. Now, both of these scents are retired. You can't get them anywhere. Brownie Batter's come back. Actually, both of them have popped up in flash sale, like mystery bundles and stuff. Marshmallow Mint Cocoa, you guys, I'm actually not liking this as much as I used to. When this was warming, it wasn't as strong as I remember it. It was still a good performer, like average. But to me, for some reason, this time I warmed it, it smelled like the fudge striped shortbread cookies, and like I dipped it in Swiss Miss hot chocolate. That's kind of like what it smelled like. I was getting this butter cookie note from it, and I don't know why. I mean, this bar's been sitting for 2 years, so maybe the age has given it that like butteriness, but it wasn't as enjoyable as I remembered. I prefer Brownie Batter over Marshmallow Mint Cocoa, and Peppermint Dreams I would prefer over Marshmallow Mint Cocoa. Brownie Batter is exactly how it smells. It's liquefied brownie batter. Like, lick it off the spoon. It's dripping. This is so decadent, so gourmand, such a strong performer. You literally only need like a 1 or 2 cubes and it will fill your space. It's about a day performer. I would say probably like half through the day, like the 10 to 12 hour mark. That's when you're going to start to see the strength dip in this fragrance. So it's definitely one to warm while you're home so you can enjoy it. Silver Bells. Had to warm Silver Bells. I did this in the bedrooms upstairs. Come on, focus. Whatever. It's in the catalog. It is a staple. It is not a Scentsy winter without Silver Bells. It's got caramel. It has pear. It has minty candy canes. It is just perfection. There's nothing like Silver Bells. It's not a strong performer. It's a great medium bedroom scent, and it does go for days. Pretty in Plaid. I did warm another tree scent. Pretty in Plaid gets some hate. It was available as a scent of the month, and then they brought it back for like a holiday brick, I believe. And I think that's what it started to get the hate. Now, it's got juniper, it's got cranberries, it has some tree notes in it. I'm all stuffed up today. I love it. I love the combination of cranberries and juniper and trees. Like, it's just nostalgic. It smells like an old-timey Christmas. That's what it smells like. Like vintage Christmas, like 1930s Christmas. I love it. My mom loves it. I mean, I wish we could vote it back, but I doubt that would get enough votes to get voted back. Today, I've got some Cranberry and Cardamon going. This is actually in the catalog. It was a new release last year, and I chanced it and didn't club it. And I'm glad that it came back because I do like this one. I feel like a lot of people like this fragrance because they miss Very Merry Cranberry and Be Merry. And those were like staple cranberry scents that were in the catalog that really didn't have spice. It was just a perfect like fruit cranberry Christmas scent. This one kind of gives you those vibes so you're not like totally without cranberry. But I think the Cardamon is a very nice addition because it kind of makes it warm and cozy. This smells like liquid cranberry jello to me, but I love it. It's a good performer. So I have that going today. Oh, another one I did, Very Snowy Spruce. Oh my gosh. I have this cinematic view on this stupid thing, and I think I probably should not film with that anymore. Very Snowy Spruce is just classic. I never really liked it before, but the past couple of years, I've been really enjoying it. And I might just club this at the end of the catalog, because you just can't trust Scentsy. You don't know what they're going to get rid of. So, I'm so over it. I finally warmed this bar. Thank you, Michelle, again, for letting me have one of these from your stash. Oh my gosh. It is just the sage in here with the cool air and the tree notes. Oh my gosh, it is just perfect. This was my favorite out of all the snowy air scents I was talking about at the beginning of the video. This was my favorite. I'm so over it. I have a room spray still left of this, so I can still enjoy it in room spray, but hopefully maybe one of these years we'll get it back It's very enjoyable. Christmas Cottage. Had to warm some Christmas Cottage. Yeah, this is just like red hot cinnamon. It's got Valencia orange. It has raspberries. It's got cinnamon. It's just Christmas Cottage. That's all it is. Polar Bear Hug. Love me some Polar Bear Hug. It's got blackberry. It's got brown sugar. And some other notes I can't remember. But I thoroughly enjoy Polar Bear Hug. Tinsel Berry. This one was in the catalog, but then they axed it. It's got strawberry and cinnamon and some other fruit notes. It's very weird to put strawberry and cinnamon together, but it works. It works. So there you have it. And then I did warm toasted caramel sugar. I wanted to try this one again to decide if I wanted to keep it in my club. I do like it. I like the caramel. I like the burnt caramel sugar note that's in here. It's just not a super like strong performer. Like you can smell it in the rooms, but it's not like a heavy performer. So I'm not sure if I am going to continue this in club or not. I'll decide later. And then Peppermint Dreams is the last Scentsy one that I did. This is chocolate cupcakes and peppermint. It's literally 70% peppermint and 30% chocolate cupcake. Think peppermint patties, think Andes mint, junior mints, all that stuff. Super strong. This one definitely needs to come back at some point. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this away, and then I will talk about the vendor wax that I have. Okay, so the vendor that I did the past couple of weeks besides Scentsy was Melting Memories. So I did get through quite a few of hers. I usually warm it while I'm at work so I can enjoy it. But I did go ahead and warm some Northern Comfort. This one has sweet maple syrup, toasted marshmallow, smooth vanilla, and rich notes of cedar. This one, I like it better on cold than I do on warm. On warm, it really wasn't the best performing scent. It wasn't really strong. Like I could smell the toasted marshmallow and I could smell like the sweet pancake syrup. But other than that, I really didn't get much of the other notes from it. I did do 2 cubes in the smaller space, but I think I might try it again like early fall and just see if that makes a difference and do more cubes. But I know this actual clamshell is her older formula wax. She has a newer formula that's much stronger and it's performing way better. So I think that may be a little bit of the difference of why it wasn't as strong, but it was a nice scent, at least, you know, on cold and what I could smell on warm. All right, these scents I got from her holiday pre-order. So Buttermint Cookies. This was her interpretation of Mint to Be Merry by Scentsy. It's got buttermint and sugar cookies. This one, you guys, I love this thing, and I love it way more than Mint to Be Merry. It's like mouth-watering, pillowy buttermints, like in your mouth, just melting, and then you can taste the crystallized sugar from the sugar cookies. Oh, it was such a good scent to have in the office. And then Balsam Spice Cake. This was another one. This one has vanilla balsam, cashmere cedar, and cinnamon spice cake. This was really good too. It wasn't as strong as the buttermint cookies, but it was a very nice background scent. The cinnamon spice cake smelled like Duncan Hines spice cake box mix. And then the vanilla balsam was just a perfect addition to that bakery note. And the balsam wasn't strong. It was just blended very beautifully. And the cashmere cedar kind of gave it that cozy vibe. It literally smells so cozy and like cashmere that it just feels, it smells like how your skin feels after putting on lotion, after you get out of the shower and putting on a sweater. Like, it was so good. And then Winter Wonderland. This one I picked up in one of her mega clamshells. This one has pine trees, fresh fallen snow, and crisp winter air. You guys, this literally captures how snow smells. How ice smells, like that drop in temperature right before the first snow of the season. It's such a good scent. I only did one of these cubes throughout my whole downstairs and it filled the whole house. Like, it was crazy. So I would definitely rebuy all of these. And then this scent she specifically made for me. So this was a custom. It's called Black Balsam. And this has cinnamon, peppercorn, black cardamom, creme, tonka bean, chestnut, and vanilla balsam. This is Gothic holiday. It's Gothic Christmas tree. That black cardamom and creme oil is like perfection, and mixing it with the vanilla balsam is just perfect. It's a nice, bougie, Gothic holiday scent, and I'm all for it. So absolutely love that. So that's it. That's all I got through for the past 2 weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys have been warming. I'm still working through all my bring back my bars for Scentsy, so stay tuned for that video probably in the next like week or so. I'm trying to get through them, but I'm also trying to like warm all my Christmas stuff and like revisit scents and things like that. So, and this is probably going to be the last video I post before Christmas. So I want to wish everybody a happy holiday season, and I hope you all have a great time with loved ones, and I will see you probably in the new year. Bye guys.